Hello again, everybody. Brian E, aka Miss Grims87 here, and we're back with some more wrestling on the N64. But this is a little detour. I just did WrestleMania 2000 a few days ago. You thought No Mercy was next, right? Nah, we're going over to the Far East. We're going to Japan for this one. This is Virtual Pro Wrestling 64. This is basically, you can consider it the Japanese version of WCW vs. NWO World Tour. You can see like the graphics are all about the same, music's about the same. In fact, the music is the same. You'll see later. But basically, this is focused on Japanese wrestling, Puroresu, as you would know it, and all of the wrestling stars in Japan, but also several stars from the US. There are WCW wrestlers and WO wrestlers in this game, as well as a full roster of all sorts of other organizations in Japan. You've got New Japan, you got All Japan, you've got you've got Rings Pancrase. You've got like all sorts of. I'm not even sure if all those are in it, but like there are so many different smaller federations within Japan that many of us may not even know about. I'll admit, I barely know anything about Japanese wrestling. I do know big names, especially those who have crossed over and done good in the U.S., or even the ones that started in the U.S. but also were big in Japan. Guys like Vader, what else? You got Chris Benoit was big in Japan, Eddie Guerrero, Hulk Hogan had some time in Japan, Ken Shamrock fought in Japan. So it's like, you got all these things. Okay, so this is since it's a Japanese game, all the text would normally be in Japanese, but I did find an English patched version. The notes said that it might have some kind of graphic, texture problems or things like that, but it's like almost perfect. It's listed as a beta, but I imagine it'll probably play as close to actual WCW NWO World Tour did. And hey, look at it. It's pretty much exactly like it. So it's translated. You've got your championship where you just, you choose which organization you want to go with. And then you just go from there. So like, for example, for WCW, you've got your Sting, your Luger, your Steiners, you've got DDP, Lord Steven Regal, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. Yeah, so like a lot of these guys are going to be like very familiar names. In fact, these are all the same guys you would see in Gamma World Tour exhibition, just like that. So if you've already seen my video on World Tour, this is pretty much the same. It's just more focused on Japanese wrestlers. So you still get your 5 versus 5 elimination. You got the Champion Road, where you pick a guy and you go against a bunch of people in the division to unlock more wrestlers, and there are plenty of wrestlers to unlock in this game. Apparently, there's I think there's like Japanese wrestlers like Rikidozan. I want to say Duel the Butcher, unless he's already in it. Like I don't know. Like there's so many wrestlers that are beyond what I would ever know from this, because this is really one of the few times I've actually ever picked this game up. So, just to check it out, and also this is the first game that started introducing a wrestler edit. This is what would carry over into Revenge, where you could change the outfit that they're wearing as well as the color. So, for example, if you wanted to, if Hogan didn't already have a red and yellow like this one is, you could change it. Or if you wanted, Macho Man to wear different colors outside of NWO, you could do that. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's do a few matches to see if it stacks up. Pretty sure it's going to be about the same as World Tour. So let's start with a 1v1. Red corner. All right, let's see. So you got it. First page is the NWO, which I think is cool because this is around the time that NWO is becoming real hot shit in WCW. Good old 6. All right, and then there's WCW. You got Flair, Giant, DDP, all the guys I was mentioning. And you got Local Pro, you got Takumi Chinoku, Dick Togo, Shinji Takano, Great Sasuke, however, Ultimo Dragon, Genichiro Tenryu, Koji Katao. These two faced off against Demolition at WrestleMania 7. The Big Van Vader. Sans mask, although this is before he lost the mask in 1998, then he put it back on not long after that. Okay, no, Duel the Butcher is in this game. Okay. He was Saladin in World Tour. Tiger Jeet Singh. You've got Road Warrior Hawk. No Animal. Ghetto. Hayabusa. So yeah, like a lot of these, I know the names, even though I may not be so up to snuff with knowledge of Japanese wrestling compared to American wrestling. Minoru Suzuki, Baz Rutten, and Ken Shamrock, two shoot fighters who have become very popular over the years, especially since Ken Shamrock went over to WWF and had a nice career. Kenta Kobashi, Jumbo Tsuruta, Mitsuharu Misawa, Dr. Death Steve Williams, and Stan the Lariat Hansen, two American wrestlers who also hit it big in Japan. Gary Albright, here's another big man there. Johnny Ace, future head of talent relations in WWE, John Laurinaitis. He would team up with Mike Barton, who was formerly Bart Gunn in WWF, Smoking Guns. Bart Gunn, who got his brains bashed out by Butterbean at WrestleMania 15. Love that alliteration. Brains bashed out by Butterbean. Okay. I'm having a little bit of fun. It's a day off from work, so I've already started, breaking into the hooch. So, excuse me if I'm having a little too much fun with this. Great Muta, Masahiro Chono, Jushin Thunder Liger, Otani, Koji Kanemoto, Kensuke Sasaki. Sorry if I'm stumbling over these names. All right, let's go. Let's do the big man, Vader. Vader up against. Fuck it, let's do Shamrock. They would face each other in WWF. I think 1997. Like it was around the time when they were building up Ken Shamrock as like this crossover star. Alright, let's leave it. Okay, Vader Sham. Exhibition match, unlimited friendly. Okay, that was funny. The world's most dangerous man. Well, kinda. Who's the man? Vader time. Alright. Oh, see, they got the animated referee here, too. Alright. So, yeah, like I said before, music very on par with what you got from World Tour. So this is basically like same game, just different roster. In fact, a much bigger. Oh, snap. I don't remember seeing that reversal in World Tour. Unless it never just triggered. Yeah. I just got done playing WWE 2K24. I was doing my faction, unlocking some people. I finally got the collector award. I got the Amethyst Sheamus. 87 overall. I'll be kicking some ass with him. Bro kick for life. Okay, so this is where they introduced the combo system that we remember in Revenge. Certain wrestlers like Goldberg and whatnot. I almost said Glacier. I think he actually does have, because he's supposed to be a martial artist guy. They have these combination move where it's like during a combo you can press like up and a button, or like any direction and a button to do a different punch or a different grapple move and whatever. Up. It's the power bomb. Vader once was the master of the power bomb. And I think in this game, like, if you have there are certain... Oh, no, I think it might be Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, is some wrestlers actually have, like, a double... Okay, wow, that was quick. I fucking battered Vader. I know, Vader battered Shamrock. Minute 21 seconds. Boy, all the people that paid fucking $50 to see that. And that's another thing, is like they give you an attendance count, which is cool. Like, because, when you're playing a wrestling game, you're not caring about how many fake fans there are in the crowd. But then also you get score. So it's kind of like the precursor to the scoring system that you get in Revenge. Except that scored it more like an arcade game. Like, oh, you did this many special moves, that's 1,000 points, or whatever. Fuck, it's like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Everything's made up and the points don't matter. Oh, here we go. You got a graph, like, oh, this is what you did. Like, you did more of these. Like, okay, so yeah, this reminds me of Attitude, WWF Attitude, where you actually had like the chart that showed you like, oh, you did this many grapple moves, this many special moves, this many whatever. You can even see like, God, they're really into the statistics in Japanese wrestling, man. I thought it was crazy when you had things like TNA had the Grand Masters Championship, or like the whatever, like where they would have like rounds and you would like get graded, like you get judges' scores in each round, shit like that. I don't know. Fuck it. Okay, let's go for another match. We'll do tag. And I think I know exactly where I'm going with this. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, so this is where you get if it's a traditional tag match, you can control both wrestlers because when you tag out, you control that person. If you choose a tornado tag, then you only control the one. So you know what? Let's It's Sting! Sorry. I think I really gotta stop doing it. I don't think anyone really cares if I do that. It's probably way more annoying. Screw it, let's go, what kind of American tights are these? The black, white, and blue? It is. Alright, let's stick with WCW. Let's, I like how, the translation actually has Ray as, like, Raymond. Everybody loves Ray. Ah, here we go. Eddie Guerrero has his Tiger Mask outfit. And then, Chris Benoit, same thing. He has his, Pegasus Kid, like Kid Pegasus tights. Because, you know, like I said, they both were involved in, Japanese wrestling as well. Ah, good old Eric Bischoff. One of the first times you can actually beat up an owner of the company in a game. I think this is before they put Vince McMahon in as an actual character. That didn't happen until WrestleMania 2000. Screw it. Let's go. Dr. Death. Stan Hansen. And they'll be up against... Steiner Brothers. Okay, tag format. Okay, yeah. So, touch means that you tag in. No touch means. Oh, they have elimination rules. Let's go elimination. Nice. God, not even. It was a while before any other wrestling games had like elimination rules. I think they had it in like games like Attitude, where you had you had triple threat, but then you also had triangle, and the difference was one was elimination rules. And I think they did the same thing with Fatal 4-Way, like, you know, the war match or the 4-way dance, whatever. Alright, well, let's go for it. Ah, there we go. Good old 3-point stance. So yeah, like, this game does play just like World Tour. And that means it plays, you know, similar to the other THQ AKI games, but this one being, you know, the first of its kind, and, you know, it's very similar to another game I mentioned in the other videos, WCW versus the World, which came out for the PlayStation, and utilized a similar engine. It was just on, you know, CD instead of cartridge. So it's kind of like a more bareback, like a more bare-down version. I almost said bareback. I'm like, no, that's the wrong word, Get out of there. So... Ooh! Right in Big Papa Pump's Big Papas. Still can't believe that, you know, within a year after this game was released, Scott Steiner would radically change his look. He'd cut the hair, dye it fucking bleach blonde, grow an amazing amount of mass, and become everybody's favorite unfiltered, you know... Aha! He didn't tag out. He tried to. But yeah, like, Scott Steiner become the man with no filter. He would say and do whatever the fuck he wanted. He didn't really care. And he'd give us such gems as the Scott Steiner math. You don't say it, all men are created equal! Okay, that's a rope break. Okay, so that's his move. Which is similar. I think, in, the only other game I remember playing Dr. Death in was WWF Attitude. He was an unlockable character. And his finisher was a powerbomb. It was like a gut-wrench powerbomb with a little extra, you know, power on it. I think it was just called a Dr. Bomb. But Dr. Death, you know, like, obviously he was known for strength, but he was also just known for just, you know, battering people. When WWF brought him in 1998, You know, he was a hot shot for that ill-fated Brawl for All tournament, where it's just like shoot fighting and, you know, takedowns and all that, you know, technical wrestling kind of stuff, or at least something that was closer to like MMA, kickboxing, shit like that. And it failed. And Dr. Death actually got injured during the tournament. And the next time we'd see him would be battering the winner of that tournament, Bart Gunn. Oh, did I just... Okay, he's gone. Jeez, I'm not even having to do anything. Okay, Stan, come on. I'll tag you in. I'll tag you in. I've already done my damage. Now it's your turn. Bow. Toss him into the corner. Run to you. Come on, Stan the man. Stan Hansen. Probably one of the most roughneck wrestlers. Like, he was roughneck before guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin and shit like that. You know, well, Stone Cold being after he had that neck injury at SummerSlam '97. Then he changed his style to be more like, you know, brawling based. And someone like Stan Hansen, he was a brawler from the get-go. Even with a short run in the WWF back in the day. He'd get work in WCW, NWA, obviously Japan. And he'd usually just be there with that big burly mustache and freaking tobacco chew and freaking lasso or like cowboy hat and shit. Like, he came there for one reason only, and that was kick ass and chew tobacco. And he's all out of tobacco. Okay, that was maybe 2 reasons, but whatever. I just wanted to make that Roddy Piper They Live reference. Some of you might say it's a Duke Nukem reference, but nah, Duke Nukem got it from him. Except he said it backwards. He said, "It's time to chew ass." Chew ass? It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum. Chew ass. God damn it. Okay, maybe I am starting to get a little a little too far in. Ah, well, let's finish this. Boom! Get it. Well, you've awakened the giant. Stan Hansen with boom! Close on that'll knock your dick stiff. He's out. Like I said, that's where guys like Bradshaw and like shit learn their clotheslines. Oh, not so many people went to see this one. They saw it. They loved the first match. Ah, well. Okay, well, that was a nice detour. You know, wanted to get into the virtual pro wrestling games before I go to the last N64 THQ Aki game. Oh wait, there's one more, isn't there? Yes, there is. Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. That's the sequel to this one. And I think I'll go ahead and play that one. I have the English patched version of that as well, and that one plays more like WrestleMania 2000. So, if you like what you saw with my WrestleMania 2000 video, I think we're going to be able to get similar results from Virtual Pro Wrestling version of that. So, stay tuned. That'll be coming real soon. As always, it's Brian A, aka Mr. Rhythms 87, saying thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for playing along. Always good to get back into some wrestling. I'm glad to share it with y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all take care now, and I will be